Well, good morning. So, good tournament. Got to 9 tables. I really need this to grow a little bit bigger still to keep this going. So, if you can recruit anybody to play, I'm trying to make it worth your while, and I enjoy doing it. But if you know anybody that wants to play, it'd be great. Hand two, a difficult hand, really difficult hand, and as to be expected on one of these part score battles, sort of all over the place. So I just thought it might be fun to review, just kind of cover what we might want to be considering before we compete. And I think it really turns on South's hand on whether they're going to make the decisive bid to bid on or not. It's a 1-4-4-4 hand with singleton and spades. On this hand, when I bid one diamond, my partner will bid spades. It always happens. It's a guarantee. This time, however, the opponents bid the spades, and my partner makes a preemptive jump in diamonds, and East bids 3 spades. Now, the robots say this is 3 plus, but a lot of times you can just assume that they will have 4 spades. It's not a bad assumption at all. And if you're wrong, well, then your partner has an extra, which is sweet, right? Because you've only got a stiff here. But it really does look like we have 9 diamonds and East-West has 9 spades. If you add those together, that's 18, and the law of total tricks would suggest that somebody can make 9 tricks. The question is, here, where we bid one more, can we make 10 tricks? Can we make 10, meaning where there's 18 tricks between us, can we make one more than half? Or will they split evenly and East-West make their contract, in which case they'll get 140. If we can set them, we only get 50. We can only go positive 50 because they're not vulnerable. But if they set us, they go positive, right? 100. So now we're down 100. So it looks like there's a chance of us going down. If they make, we're negative 140. If we bid and go down 1, we're negative 100. Right? If we bid 4 diamonds and make, we're plus 130. If they make, they're plus 140. If they're down 1, they're only negative 50. If they go down 2, they're negative 100. Right? So this is where our mind should be. If they're going down 2, we're probably making. If they're going down 1, there's a good chance we're making, right? Because they're making 8. The law of total tricks would tell us there's still 10 more tricks available, and presumably those would be ours. Right? So these are the kinds of things that you have to think about when you decide whether to bid 4 diamonds. And the big key here is to decide whether or not what is to look at the colors, right? And because they're not vulnerable and we're vulnerable, there is one other thing that could happen out there, which is we go down 200, right? And that's the kiss of death, no matter whether you're playing imps or match points. Going down negative 200 in a parts score battle is a killer. All right, so what do we do here? Now, I don't want to say it's a toss-up, but I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know that there is a real answer here. I don't like going to the 4 level in a part score. I always feel like going to the 3 level is just about good. I don't think going to the 4 level will hurt us in the sense that they'll go to 4 spades and make, because I don't think they're making, I'm not positive they're making 3 spades. So now's the time to start looking at your defensive tricks, right? And I don't see them. I see the ace, king of hearts, which are going to come good, and the ace of diamonds. So I have 3. If we have 9, right, the 9s, the 5-4s, they're wonderful, right? Then they should have 2-2 or 3-1, or otherwise it seems like they would be in game. So going to 4 diamonds, I'm going to need my partner to have points in diamonds. If I'm going to play in 4 diamonds, we can't lose diamond tricks. We have to make them all. And my partner isn't promising a whole lot. In fact, I would assume on this auction that my partner has the king, queen of diamonds, or the king, jack of diamonds, probably the 10 of diamonds, but I think he has all the points. Right? That's where all his points are in the diamond suit. Right? So the only other possible trick I have is the queen of clubs. Right? So if I can score the ace, king of hearts, the queen of clubs, and the ace of diamonds, where are we going to get the 5th trick to set? Right? I just don't know. I don't know. Now, so I guess I would go on to diamonds. I would think it looks like they're making 140, and I'm going to as long as they don't double me, right, then I'm going to probably make it, or I'm going to go down one. So I'm looking at it, this equation in my head, and I promise you, don't know the answer here, but this is how I'm thinking about it. And as it turns out, I'm wrong on this hand. I'm thinking they're making plus 140, and that we are going down one or making in diamonds, and that just seems good enough for me to go to diamonds. And thankfully, I don't get doubled. Couple things we can pick up right away. First of all, they don't have 9 spades, right? It was 3 spades because my partner has 4 of them, which could help us here because I'm going to get a rough in hearts. I didn't expect him to have the queen, but now it doesn't look like we have any heart losers. On the other hand, it means maybe they weren't making 3 spades at all. It looks like since I have the jack, they can get the ace, king, queen of spades, but my partner gets the 10. If the diamonds are split 2-2, then we get a spade, 2 diamonds for 3, the ace, king of hearts for 4 or 5, and who knows, maybe even the queen of clubs. So I made the wrong decision. We could have set spades and gone positive, plus 50 at least, maybe plus 100. So now I have no option but to make. Right? The only way for me to better the obvious result of them playing in spades, which is for every other north-south to be going plus 50 or plus 100, is for me to go plus 130 by making this contract. And I don't think it can be done. I mean, we got to win all the diamonds. We got to get a couple heart roughs. They're going to get us started on the hearts, and then somehow we have to score the queen of clubs. The only way I know to score the queen clubs is to lead at it twice. Let's rough a diamond. A little worried about the hearts splitting, but we should be fine. Going to rough high on the next heart though, because somebody could be out there. So now I just start leading at the queen and hope that the ace king, right? This is desperation stuff. It happens to be in east because I need that queen of clubs to be good, and then I need to be able to rough. I'll duck here, play low because I'm looking for the jack of diamonds. There it is. So I got that covered. Right? They have 2 diamonds left. I'll lead at the queen again, and there it is. So that's 8 clubs out. I got 2 left. That's 12. So the queen of clubs and the 7 are now good. Queen of clubs and the 7 are now good. I would like to rough a heart. And then also, I would like to pull the last trump. Am I counting something wrong? Maybe I'm going to make this. Rough. The diamonds are all gone, right? I didn't see if they split. This should be good. Oh, the 7 of clubs wasn't good. Well, I made. So a desperate play. The clubs happened to split perfect for us. We were able to pick up the jack 9. So this worked out well for me. I think I got a break from the defense. This should be down 1. But I'm not about to worry about it. I guess that's the other thing you can take into consideration. Maybe the defense will give you an extra trick. So this hand is really a cool hand. And it happens now and then, right? When you hold a hand, you get excited, you got a big hand, you're waiting to open, and then your partner does something like open 1, no trump. Wonderful, right? You have 17 points, so you could have as many as 34 points between you, or 32 points, right? Depending on where your partner is, if he's 15 or 17. So you have a bad spade suit, but it is 5 cards, and your partner could have something like ace, king, third, or there's no reason he couldn't have 4, and we could be sitting on a 9-card spade suit. So you can't really ignore the spade suit. So the first thing I think on this hand everybody would do is transfer 2 spades. Partner does that. Now, if you give up on this hand, if you give up on slam here, I think you're selling the hand short. But if you wanted to give up on slam, just bid your diamonds now. You've shown 2-suited hand. Your partner will either play it in 4 spades or they will play it in 3 no trump. And I guess if there's a real problem, maybe they even have 4 diamonds and they're playing 5 diamonds. But basically, you by betting 3 diamonds, you're sort of giving up on a hand and assuming that we're just going to play for game. And I really don't like that. If you wanted to invite to slam, you could bid 4 no trump, right? Then your partner knows you have 5 spades, and they may decide that that's good enough to if they had a 4-card spade suit, to simply play in 6 spades, or they might decide to play it in 6 no trump, or they might just pass your 4 no trump and play it there. So 4 no trump invitational. But if you think that your top side tricks are ruling the day and you want to go for slam, there is one more option. Right? And this is not a slam investigation any longer, so to speak, but instead it's saying, partner, we're playing slam, but I want you to choose between suits, between the spade suit and between no trump. This is a bid called pick a slam. Pick a slam. Now, years ago, bidding 5 no trump here was something called a grand slam for us. It's really not the modern treatment anymore. The way to play this bid, that doesn't come up very often. This bid does come up now and then, is to bid 5 no trump. And this is saying, partner, we're in slam. Are we in spade slam, or are we in a no trump slam? And here, partner will pick no trump, suggesting that probably he doesn't have 3 spades, and he's going to be happy there. All right, on board 5, we won't go very far on this one. I just want to point out a thing about opening leads that I know that we learn how to do as beginners, and then we do it over and over and over again. 4th from longest and strongest is often a very fine lead against no trump. Maybe the best possible lead, even if it's just the 4th. I don't really like to lead length unless I have 5 of them, but there are times when it's clear that you should be leading from that suit. Here, I hope the robots will get to 4 spades for us. They do. And I'm on lead. There is one lead that gives them the contract on this hand, and that is to underlead your king, right? I say this, and I know that I hear other people say differently, but I think leading 4th from king on a suit contract is just begging the opponents to score their queen. Score an ace queen, maybe even the jack, and get an extra trick. And indeed, that's what happens here. We won't go through it, but take a look at the double dummy on this. Literally, any other lead besides a heart sets. Any other lead. So why do it? I mean, this is not a freak of nature. This is what happens when you underlead the king, right? Underlead the king, goes 2, 6, jack, or queen winning, right? Plays the ace, and he roughs out the heart suit, right? So trying to avoid this lead. All right, so final board, we'll go back to board 4 from that little interlude where I ranted about leading from a king. And we'll go back to board 4. This was a hand on which for hearts was making my way, or going down my way. So I thought it might be interesting to look at the play on it. See if I screw it up as well. Presumably I can get the robot partner to get me to hearts, and if he doesn't want to, I'll get us to hearts. Well, certainly I will overcall here. I don't know that I'm really worth a game bid yet. I got 10, 11, 15 points. They're in spades. I've got the ace, right? So I might upgrade to that to 16 with the 2 hearts, right? That might be worth it. Let's see if my robot is going to continue to bid, though. They bid 3 spades, and now I can get safely to 4 hearts, even with the robot. All right, so what do we have? We got all of the heart tricks, so we got 6 tricks there. We got 7 with the ace of spades. So we have 7 top tricks, right? Our 6 hearts and our ace of spades. And then we're going to get the king of clubs as well, right? The king of clubs as well, because they've led the ace. So I have 6 hearts, the ace of spades, the king of clubs. That's 8 tricks. Somehow I'm going to have to come up with 2 more tricks. I can't really get them get the queen of spades here because I have doubleton against doubleton, meaning that if I lead the 7 at the queen hoping that it scores, it won't, because North can see this, can read the cards just as well as I, and he'll put up the king of spades, he has it, and then we just get the ace of spades. And of course, if South has the king of spades leading at the queen, doesn't do us any good. So we're not going to get an extra trick in spades. The diamonds are an extra trick, right? Possible. We just need the ace of diamonds to be in North, and then we can lead at the king of diamonds at some point. But that only gives us 9 tricks. So our only hope for another trick is in the club suit, because the queen of clubs is out there, right? Where is the queen of clubs? Well, I doubt North is leading from the queen of clubs. Really, really doubt he's leading ace from the queen of clubs. So I suspect that's it's either 2 or 3 cards, but could even be 2, which would make the suit splitting 4, 4, 3, 2. If it's 3, then it's splitting 4, 3, 3. Either way, we have the jack of clubs potentially sitting after the queen of clubs, and that could be our 10th trick. So looking for a trick is hard here. I mean, the queen of clubs seems like the most likely, but the king of diamonds also has to be there. But no sense going after it right away, right? All right, so we have now built another trick. We have a club trick with the 10. We're going to need to be able to get back there, so save an entry. And then at some point, we're going to have to lead up to the diamond. Because they very well could be doubleton, right? Ace and then the 8. Could be doubleton. We don't want to try it right away. Why don't we pull some trump first? And we had 6 and 4, so there are only 3 out. So now we're safe here. Okay. We left ourselves 2 entries to the east hand. And now let's set up that 9th trick before we face the problem of the king of diamonds having to be good. So let's take advantage of one of our entries here. Pitch a spade. Here we go. And then we can rough this spade. Remember, we need that entry, so rough high. And now this is do or die. It all depends on the position of the king of diamonds. And there's nothing else you can do about it. It either is or it isn't. And it was. Right, so now we're good. We have to give up a diamond, but we can make 2 hearts. So this is a hand in which you needed to go looking for a certain circumstances, a certain context, to score a club trick and score the king of diamonds. The club trick seemed a little bit more obvious. The king of diamonds had to be there or not, and then of course you had to get rid of your spade loser before you took a shot at the diamond, because if you let up there while you still had a fast loser in spade, then he will jump up, North will jump up with the ace and then cash out in spades and set you 1. So had to set up that club and the 10 of clubs so that you could pitch the 7, and then you had to cross your fingers and hope that the ace of diamonds was onside. If it wasn't, well, then it wasn't your fault. And if you, but on this hand, it's makeable if you take advantage of all your opportunities.